Carole and Tuesday, episode 4 review. Yuri confirmed. I'm waiting for Carole X Tuesday. Or is it Tuesday X Carole? But no, but this is awesome in many ways, right? Of course, Yuri is always present, right? Of course, present some gay, homosexual, yeah, but it's also awesome, right? And I think some anime does really well. Like, for example, one of my favorite anime last season, also last year, was, of course, Bloom Into You, which is in my top 10 actually of last year. Check my top 10 list last year. I was in my best video last year. Yeah, spent a lot of time with that video actually. that was my proudest moment. No, but I definitely really love Bloom Into You. I actually like Citrus too, for that matter. I know Citrus is more like a trash Yuri. Yeah, Bloom Into You is actually like a really good romance story, right, between two girls. Where Citrus is like, man, this is just trash on fire kind of Yuri. But it's definitely entertaining though, and I do actually really love the main characters. It's a great and Yankee girl. Probably why I really love the main character. But anyway, this episode, really good episode, right? Of course, the Yuri thing is just the icing of the cake, right? It's a very good episode generally, with the whole music video. It's really funny. I think by far the funnest episode, the most comedic episode, and so on, definitely. But let's just talk about Yuri to begin with. I want to talk about that to begin with, yeah. So let's go full gay on here, yeah. Of course, also tomorrow my Sarazanmai video will come out, of course, with the kappa yaoi. So whatever, we're super gay here now. It's perfect. I really like it because I do hope, I sincerely do hope that Carole and Tuesday might be an actual couple. I think it would be great having yet another like Yuri coupling. Because I just feel like Carole and Tuesday is a very mature anime, right? It's very grown up in a sense. It's very nice and detailed. It's very well written, right? So I just feel like I have high hopes if they make them actual lovers in the end or eventually. I have high hopes of it actually being done well. I think that's my biggest take on it, or like my best hope for it, because a lot of other animes. Not just anime, media in general, right? Media in general, when they have gay relationship, it's just kind of like, oh, these people are gay. Yeah, they're just gonna throw it in your face, right? Hate that. I don't like that at all, yeah. I don't mind. I think it's great when you kind of do it, like in events, people are crazy, but yes, of course, eventually, well, I don't not do the topic. But I think one way I think they did good in this saying that, oh, I'm going out with this girl now, or a man, or I'm waiting for her phone constantly. You know, they kind of like kind of throw away, oh, I'm dating my own sex. Yeah, I think that's good. It's good enough. I don't think so, but I mean, just sort of like the text. I don't think it's bad, right? I think some people can see it bad and so on. But that I think is like a fine thing to do. You can of course do more than that, but I think it's fine as a start, right? And then you have other stuff, which is like, I am gay and you're and it's just kind of like. That's like also when it's like that's pandering in your face, right? Yeah. But I feel here that Carole and Tuesday is so well written, funny characters, and it's kind of like, I think this is a great scene here. We kind of see this new character, we kind of have her, like, ex with the gas, there's some backstory, and we kind of see it entering and then talking to her like, friend, petty girlfriend, but like, yeah, and she kind of just start kissing her, and it's kind of like a natural thing. Carole and Tuesday like, ooh, that's pretty hot, yeah, they're like, oh, maybe we should, no, but they're like, ooh, oh, that's cute, and then it's just, no one talks about it, right? It's not like, she's just like, I'm gay, yeah, deal with it, girls. They're like, oh, you're gay, cool, yeah. So I think that's great, right? It's also in the future, it's more progressive, right? But still, I think that was all of that was like, was handled really well. I feel you saw this episode here, right? That's my point. I think it was handled really, really well, and even though she's like a supportive minor character, she might not even be the anime again, but still, though, my point generally, then my hope more is of course that one day they might do something similar with characters, right? Eventually, building it up and so on. So I think that would be great. And I also think that I really would like them if they confirm more than just kissing, right? That's also one thing I don't like in anime, though. Hate it in anime, where it's like, oh, they kiss once, and then they never go further. They blow into you, they go way further than that. That was Citrus to go way further than that. Citrus is like episode 1, way further than that. A little too fast. Citrus is freaking crazy. But yeah, of course, all the Yuri animes, too late to do animes, I would say. In my mind here, there was just straight up Yuri. But here, I would hope then that, characters could like develop a love relationship. I mentioned it earlier too, but like here, definitely now that we have a Yuri scene, And, you know, they will slowly, like, kiss, love, you know, and then go further into that, right? And might, you know, obviously the anime won't have, like, explicit scenes, but, you know, like, explicitly telling us that they actually have gone, you know, dunk. I think, you know, all the best to speak. I think that would be great. I think the anime would fit anime a lot. That's my point. Okay, so whatever, the Yuri is over. I'll say one thing though, as I mentioned in the reaction too. I do kind of want Tuesday to end up with Roddy. Yeah, I like Roddy as my character. It's probably my favorite male character, and I'm like, man, it has this like, they would be a cute couple. That's going for me though. So so I'm shipping Carole and Tuesday to begin with, but otherwise I'm shipping Tuesday and Roddy though. So I always say that though. He's I would be fine with that too. I would be fine with that too. And obviously that would absolutely be great. Even maybe better in a way if actually like Tuesday is bi and she actually dates them both eventually during the whole anime. That would be even better. That would be even more interesting. So love drama, that could be even cooler. But whatever. Okay, stop with the whole Yuri. Stop with the whole stop with the whole gay Yuri. Stop with all that stuff. Okay, let's talk about the episode in general. I have to say though, I find it really kind of weird, a little funny, and the episode's too funny, but really kind of weird that of course she looks exactly like Gus, okay? She's purple-haired Gus with breast. She's a gender bender Gus, right? It's just a straight up gender bender Gus. It's like they have taken taken Gus and they have, you know, and have given him purple hair. That's what I see when I see, you know, the latest, like addition to the characters. So that felt kind of weird. That was like, huh. She enters the bar and she looks exactly like him. Why? It does feel, I don't know. I feel that was like a little weird. Maybe it's possibly because she's gay, so she's like dating. Because even her current girlfriend, her name Anne, I think. She remember quickly that it was Anne or Anne, yeah. She kissed. Even she was like blonde and looks kind of like a little bit like both of them too. So it's kind of like, is that what it's supposed to be? But anyway, here's the image of Gus right when he's young, and that looks even more like her. When he's young, he's exactly like they're so similar. So anyway, that was weird. That's why I say that was weird. Okay, that was weird. Otherwise, she was a pretty interesting character, good lines and everything. But I will say that the gender bender was weird. It felt like he was dating. I mean, there's nothing wrong, you know. I don't know what to say. Is he dating a masculine woman? I don't know what to say, but it's like, it's nothing wrong dating any kind of person, right? But it feels like he's dating himself, and she's dating herself too. It's a kind of narcissistic thing there, but they're both dating the gender bender version of themselves. That's what it feels like. She's in love. She's something like that, like best, whatever they used to be together. It felt like they were doing them self-cessed. It's weird. I just have to say that. It is weird. Okay, anyway, that was a weird art decision to have her look like him. I mean, they had the same hairstyle, and even the color scheme was the same thing. They have the same exact, her sleeves, right? She has more like a, you know, less. He has more for this kind of, I guess he's possibly the Roddy guy, right? But if you look at the color scheme of their clothing, right? So not like how they're dressed, but the colors of them is also the same, and they have the same cautionary. Yeah, so they look almost identical. It's it's weird. Anyway, sorry. Okay, music video. Of course, the robot is horrible. That I was as predictable. That was classic anime, you know, Rousey anime. Yeah. Of course, the robot is horrible. They did buy the cheapest robot pretty much though. It's like 1 out of 5 stars. I think they have to blame themselves. And when I go back and I rewatched the episode for this review, right, and I looked at the whole how to say it, when they buy the robot and they're trying to explain themselves to the robot, and we see them doing this like weird stuff, right? When they like, we see Gus and he's like, you know, whoa, yeah, do this thing, robot. Yeah, it's like, man, I feel kind of like I can't actually honestly blame the robot too much, because it's kind of like, you know, Carole is like, oh, this dance move, and then this thing, and then this, and Roddy is like, yeah, I just want some anime. And Carole is like, do it for me, please, yeah, a music video, and they keep doing that, and he's like, I have gathered your ideas together. So in one way, honestly, I feel that they gave the robots horrible ideas, right? or horrible, like the mix of it is like completely crazy. So anything, the robot was never gonna succeed right to begin with. So I think that's a point though. Otherwise though, I kind of like how cheesy it is. So I mean, I like how you see one scene in the actual montage when they're like running away from the zombies, and then they go past the scene right, and then they come back again, like sexy nurses. So it's kind of like, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. But I love that in the sense that obviously these episodes are parody of so many like classic music videos, like of course Thriller, Michael Jackson, obviously the biggest thing with it. But yeah, there's so many like like parodies and references to other music videos. I'll talk about it a little later. But there's clearly a lot of that. So how do you say it, right? I like that he's like, oh, we're gonna add some sexy spice to it. He throws that in, like stand like this girl. So like, he's like making it a little more spicy, because that's how it has to be, right? It's very much like classic music, which of course still I mean music videos are generally of course very sexualized, right? No question that's right. Yeah, everyone knows that. And the robot is like, I know what to do. Sexy nurses, sexy cops. Yeah, there's one scene just before they actually do it, but yeah, like sexy policewoman, sexy this thing. He's like, he shows it in every now and then. And I'm like, I can respect that because it's supposed to be this like really crazy, weird mix of all the 80s, 90s, 70s music videos. He's like, yeah, let's do this thing. Of course he will do that. So it makes sense in the context of being a parody. It's perfectly done actually. I think so. And across the episode then, as always, the anime does so well right with showing how to say it, the reference details. So on, for example, let's say Roddy is trying to like do the dance at the window, which of course is Saturday Night Live course with John Travolta. I grew up as a big fan of Travolta. I even played him in Greece at school theater. So I love dancing. I remember mentioning that, but I went to dance. Right, I went to dance school, like a dance program, and I did a lot of dancing actually, especially in senior high school. And actually, we had this like dance program then. You pick one of 4 programs. So I put dance program. And I was the only beyond what they call male. Yeah, I was the only person there. Looked like a guy. Identifies a woman though. It's no, I'm joking. I identify as a footler. Everyone knows that. I identify as a footler now. Everyone knows that. I stand by that. And I always do that. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. As I always say, if anyone can give me a potion or mad technology that can make me into a futanari, I would immediately accept it, no matter the cost. I would do it. Yeah, it's like, absolutely, I would do that. That's not even a question. Change gender, as of course too. Yeah, if I could take a potion to become a woman, as any hentai woman, right, like perfectly gender bent forming, I would do it immediately too. Absolutely, of course. Of course I would. Who wouldn't do that? Of course I want to do that. But yeah, actually I was the only guy doing dance. This is true. So I love a lot of dancing. But anyway, yeah. I was a big fan of Travolta and Grease, and of course Saturday Night Live. I've seen the movie probably 24 times, whatever. I've seen it a lot of times. So that was clearly the Travolta dance thing, but it's tripping. Yeah, but this anime is so good because like, he does the Travolta thing. It's clear reference to that, but then he's like, he kind of slips. Yeah, he kind of fails, right? So that's there, and obviously the biggest thing is Michael Jackson, right? It is a massive Michael Jackson reference, mainly Thriller. Roddy, of course, has that red, black Michael Jackson suit, which he, of course, has on him in the actual Thriller music video. So that was a lot of Thriller, especially this one scene. When like there's a lot of like road, I think I can find it. There's a lot of roadies, and he's like doing, yeah. I think it's like here. Just sorry, bad here. Yeah, so it's one scene of a roadie. There's like a lot of roadies. There we go. I find it. There's like so clearly this screams Michael Jackson, and of course the girls also zombies one. Yeah, so. It's a lot of that, right? We can't forget the weird Gundam. Yeah, there's a fighting thing. So reference to that. Oh, there's so many music video references here. Yeah, and of course, generally the robot is like this douchebag director. I love that scene. I love that scene when it captures the poor owl. It's like, say what? What is that scene? What is that scene? Oh my god, I love this anime. That was a weird scene, and also when he. I mean, one thing the anime does so well, right, is they really have strong portrayal of the characters. I said good personality in reaction, but yeah, like strong personalities. Like the robot is like a douchebag director. See, lying and drinking beer. It's like, I'm looking at some anime. He's like looking at some, you know, some asses and oppies. He looks at some kind of weird, you know, girls in bikinis. He's like, yeah, you work over there. He's a typical really douchebag guy, right? And it's like, man, this robot. And then see him later down in the bathtub drinking beer. Like, yeah, I did a great job today. Like that kind of character. It's like, man, oh, I did it so well. What more happened? Okay, last thing though. I actually kind of like how Didi Ertokan, he was like, well, here's my, you get my car, boy. He actually kind of had some, and I said it last week too. Like, he's obviously, Carole tried to burn his house down. And noticed that exploded his car, so yeah, no, instead they burned down his car instead. So man, poor that guy. But I don't think he's like that bad, you know. Honestly, I mean, he's like sleazy and so on, right? But last week when he's kind of like did this weird thing when he actually went down the push-ups, kind of joking on that thing, right? And then yes, of course he insults them. I don't defend that, but I'm saying that. He's kind of like he was kind of like trying to be like, yo, whatever, do these things that's gonna make him more money. These are more corporate, right? They're more like, we are nationals, like whatever, yeah. So he doesn't really hate them. He's more like, from his perspective, this would be more beneficial for them. That's kind of what they said last time. Of course, there was a massive insult to the girls, and of course, Tuesday did nothing wrong. He deserved it, but I mean, without knowing them, you know, he was like, you know, coming in there saying, yeah, so. He's obviously a moron, but I'm saying, like, you know, he's not. I feel like he's, you know, ignorant, right? So he's ignorant, not a bad person, maybe. Kind of like that, right? Like his ignorance is, of course, not good, but I don't think he wants them to do bad, right? I mean, this episode, then he actually lands up his car, right? So he actually wants them to succeed, right? Even though he thinks that they are doing it in the wrong way, right? So he's kind of like that, and of course he's like a mean bastard and so on. But still, though, like he's trying to. At least be somewhat nice to them. So I kind of have to give him a little, you know, he's maybe not the worst. I said last week he was probably going to be one of the next rivals, like him and Angelina. But now I said, like, maybe he actually is going to help them generally on the side. But then they burned down his car, though, so maybe, yeah. Then they burned down and then they burned his car, so I don't know. I felt before that he might actually be the ally in the end, right? But now it's like, well, maybe it's enough because they burned the car down, yeah. But still, though, I actually kind of. I'll say this. I don't like his person, of course. He's obviously the kind of typical celebrity douchey kind of guy. I don't like him as a person, but I actually kind of like his writing. So I won't say, you know, specifically. I like kind of how he's portrayed, right? Like he's kind of a douchey guy, but he actually seems to be a good guy deep down, right? In that sense. So I think his writing again feels really good to me. Like they're writing him in a good way, and he's probably gonna change his mind, right? He's probably has some character development. We actually will understand them better and agree with them and so on. So I think he has a lot of growth potential there. But then again, they also burn down his car now, so they might just hate him. But hopefully it's gonna like be like, you know, I have some hopes for him to have some potential growth there. That it. I mean, it's a really good thing. I would say one thing though, only negative thing I would say, to be a little negative here. It has to be honest. It has to be that. No, it's like you see the one thing. I always say this thing. The episode was really funny. Fun episode, definitely. But it's probably an episode where you learn about Gus mainly, so it's pretty good. You also see the Yuri, so it's a very good episode, of course, in that sense. And it builds up potentially, of course, Carole X Tuesday, very good. But it didn't like progress them at all, right? And obviously the robot was gonna be a failure. That's very clear from like a narration standpoint. If you've seen any anime before, right, pretty much, any movies, or like sitcom and so on, you know it's gonna be a bad idea, right? So in that sense, I kind of wish that they would still, like, you know, drop that music video. They might still do that, but I kind of hope that the robot was gonna like publish the video online while he's showing to them, and they're like, holy crap, it's so bad. But then they still get a lot of views and likes, and then they still fire him, but they still like it kind of works out for them because this didn't progress their, you know, their fame at all, right? They just felt like they just scrap his video and nothing else happened. So it feels like in that sense. They still progress their, you know, Instagram in that sense. So I hope they would still use his video, even though it's really bad, and like it might still give us like a few clicks, right? Like this video. I hope that would happen. So that's my only negative. I'll be like, I think it's funny if you just published it on every social media and then they see it, and they're like, what? And he's like, then they fire him. I think that would be better. Never see next episode. It's actually successful for them. Something like that, maybe. Also, first episode without Angelina, yeah, without a rival. Whatever. Hope you liked the review. You got press the like button, subscribe button. Of course, then tomorrow, Sarazanmai from Yuri girls to yaoi boys. And man, was that yaoi last week? It also sounds very yaoi. It's always like, you get that Kumaridama in the, yeah, get it from the behind, right? But it was even more yaoi last week. We saw the guy he was sniffing his clothes and he was like kissing his flute. He was like more sucking on his flute. It's like, oh yeah, indirect kissing. So it was very yaoi last week. It was definitely the most yaoi so far this season. Anyway, hope to see you guys in that video tomorrow.